Hello, Mark Crossfield here. In my hands today, JPX Mizuno EZ irons hitting up against Ping G25. It's a little bit of spot the difference between these two sticks. Let's give them a hit. We've got some real numbers coming at you from GC2 HMT. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, Ping G25 cast iron hitting up against Mizuno EZ JPX EZ. Both of these two clubs are kind of almost from the same family, they look like. So we got bottom soles on both, arguably slightly thicker in the EZ, but not much in it. Both have got that kind of matty, gunmetal-y finish. Offset on both of these clubs is very similar. The EZ looks more toe heavy than the JPX, the G25 from Ping. When you look down at the ball, it looks, you can just almost see the back of it, where the Ping G25 you can't. Both of these kind of have a little bit of progression. G25 arguably a bit more progression in offset, there's bigger and smaller heads from shorter irons to longer irons. But both of these clubs looking very, very similar and arguably trying to do very similar things. So let's give them a hit. So let's start with the JPX EZ to kick us off. So putting it down by the ball, I've got a C-taper shaft for this one. It looks quite nice, the grey to the kind of grey gunmetal-y finish. It's definitely quite chunky, so for people looking for the Mizuno more classic look, it's not going to be found in this club. This is for people who want a lot of real estate down by the ball. They want something that's going to really inspire some confidence. Let's give it a wallop. It's high launching, lovely flight. I mean, it sends it out there. They're stronger in lofts. It really sends the ball off the face, and it makes that big kind of crack off the face as well, which you'd expect from this kind of iron. But, you know, this is doing everything that the MP of Mizuno range is trying not to do almost. Let's give it another hit. It does feel good. I mean, I've used clubs and I'm using clubs very similar to this. So I'm slightly falling in love with the finish on these clubs the more I hit it, actually. I do like this, and I think lots of people are going to put it down by the ball or put it down in their shops looking at it and think they quite like the look of it when it comes to the kind of higher handicapper, game improvement, user-friendly irons. That's a lovely flight, and again, it's up in the air, no problem at all, and quite an impressive sound off the face. So look, if we compare that up to G25 from Ping, like I say, it's a little bit more subtle in its looks down by the ball. It's definitely more shaved off, less chunky, but I think it's going to feel like it offers pretty much the same kind of game ability as in for toe and heel hit. Let's give it a hit, see how it compares. It's a very similar sound, slightly duller sound, maybe not quite as, it's a bit ironic, is it? Not quite as pingy. That's awful, isn't it? Of the EZ. The EZ makes a kind of higher pitch ting, which will make people feel like it's coming off the face faster and all those kind of things. Like I say, we've got some real ball data coming at you in a second from both of these clubs, so I'll show you exactly how they're performing. Let's give it another hit. Feels lovely, the 25 here from Ping. I do feel the G25 could arguably cross over a few more handicap ranges, and you do get a nice progression in this set between the EZ and the you get a nice progression in this set compared to the EZ. You get a nice progression between the long irons and the short irons in this one compared to EZ. And there's a part of me that feels almost like EZ's trying to almost copy this club slightly. These guys have been making cast clubs obviously from day dot, so they know what they're doing. Let's give it another hit. Yeah, feels nice. So it's interesting, guys. Let's look at some real ball data between the two. Looks wise, feel wise, not much in it. I think people would hit the JPX EZ and actually feel, maybe because of the sound it's making, that it's coming off the face faster, which then in turn might give them more positive feelings. Down by the ball, there's both of them quite big heads. I just think EZ slightly chunkier, for people who want help, that might help them. So arguably that's always sometimes the higher handicappers, those kind of things. But the G25 from Ping, I can really see it crossing over maybe more handicap ranges. But let's look at these real ball numbers and see which one comes out on tops. So let's take a look at the two data sheets of the two irons, so JPX EZ and the Ping G25. So club head speed with both irons, 83.6 and 83.9, 83 miles an hour, almost identical on those two irons. If we look at ball speed, 121.2, 121.6, again off the face, that ball is coming off pretty much at the exact same speed. If we go on to total spin, 5.3 with Ping G25, 5,000 with JPX EZ. That could be strike as much as anything else, causing the slight discrepancies in those numbers. For all intents and purposes, they're very, very similar. If I hit more shots of each, I think you'd find that gap just gets almost identical between the two. So if we look at launch angle, 17.4 and 17.9 now, so it's launching half a degree higher with the Ping G25. Now the G25 has 1 degree more loft than the JPX EZ. The JPX EZ is 1 degree stronger. So the discrepancies in spin, launch there could be easily interpreted into that 1 degree as much as it could strike as well. So it's the numbers on these clubs are almost irrelevant, isn't it? 6, 7, 8, 9, what have you. It's the loft you've got to look at and the length, which can be so personal to you when it comes to custom fitting, because you can get those things changed. So which iron performs better is almost kind of, you know, it's debatable. They could all perform as much or to the same or as different as you want them to, subject to how you spec them up. These two irons are both built almost with identical kind of ideas in mind, and they're performing, as you can see, very, very similar. Carry 175 to 174, again that 1 yard difference could be the 1 degree almost, subject to strike as well. Peak height 33 yards to 32 with EZ, so a little bit higher, again that 1 degree, and then the land angle 46 to the 45. So those two clubs performing exactly as you would expect for the lofts on them. Both very easy to launch, both very easy to gain a bit of distance because they are both slightly stronger in lofts. The EZ being that little bit more, but very interesting numbers. So Ping G25, Mizuno JPX EZ, as you can see, they're very, very similar clubs. You're not going to lose much sleep over either of these two that you go for. You know, you've got to get out there, get custom fit, get your numbers, see which one you launch better. But these two clubs, subject to the loft, almost performing identically to each other. Ideally, you would aim these more at a higher handicapper, but I mean, I'm using JPX, not the EZ yet, but I think I will be soon. You know, so you can go down to pro with both of these clubs up to game improvements and beginners, a real kind of broad spectrum, all about what kind of numbers you want off the face. Hope that helps, guys. Post comments down below and we'll speak to you all soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.